Sorry, you saw nothing. Me and Crumpet totally did not do a victory roar over this dead Tuckerman on the ground. That's not what you saw. You're all liars. But hello, everybody. What is up, League? It is your boy. It's JP, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. Yeah, excuse that. Me and Crumpet decided to, do a victory roar over that dead Tuckerman. It was already dead. It is the bug in the game where you find a dead or alive horse in whatever location you're in. It's weird. Rockstar need to fix it, but I don't think they ever will. But yes, welcome back to another video. Yes, obviously another horse video. This channel would probably not live without them. But yes, before we get on with it, I'd just like to quickly say sorry for the lack of content for the last 2 days. 2 reasons. Number one, I've been spending quality time with my girlfriend for the last week or so, playing Fortnite, so yeah, that's been a number 1 priority. And number 2, my PS4 is literally on its last legs. The last week it switched on once, and obviously today for the recording, so I'm having to order a new PS4, get a new one in, so then hopefully that will fix all my problems. We can get back to streaming, videos, all that good stuff. But anywho, yes, today's video is going to be... Oh, Crumpet, what's wrong? Oh, he doesn't like the video we're about to do. Crumpet, it's okay. Normally Lenny would be worse, but Crumpet's showing his little angry side, aren't you, buddy? Yes, it's going to be the Arabian, love it or hate it. I'm going to go over why I may like the Arabian or why I hate the Arabian. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer. Please do not get offended or upset or wound up that I'm slagging off your favourite horse. I get the same feeling when people slag off the Norfolk Roasters, saying the garbage and stuff like that. They're not. They're the best horses in the game, especially Lenny. No one beats Lenny. But yeah, I do get where you come from. If it is your favourite horse, please don't get offended. This is just my personal opinion on why I may hate or love the horse. Obviously, leave in the comments your opinions. Do you hate it? Do you love it? Could Rockstar have done better? Stuff like that. And if this video does well, we might do one for the Norfolk Roaster and stuff like that, other horses down the line. But first things first, we cannot officially do this video without an Arabian. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, I've been here for a while, JP. Don't you have a black Arabian? I did, but I sold it for a brown Tuckerman called Tyrannus. There he is, and he's gorgeous, and I'm keeping him. And there's the most beautiful boy in the world. There he is, Lenny. Mwah, love you, boy. Now we are going to buy an Arabian. Do I recommend buying an Arabian? No. If you have a Carrillo, don't buy an Arabian. There's no point. Do I recommend buying the black one? No. 42 gold is stupid for this horse. It shouldn't be. I'd rather spend 45 gold on a Missouri or 40 gold on a Tuckerman. This horse just really isn't worth it in terms of gold. But however, the 850 white Arabian is worth it. So what we're going to do, we're going to purchase that, and I am going to call it Casper, because why not? It is a white Arabian, so the ghost, you see my point, okay? So there he is. We're just going to quickly equip his saddle. We're not going to bother with well, we're not going to bother with horse insurance, because I don't think, well, I hope so, he's not going to get murdered within 2 seconds of coming out the stable. But you never know. It is Red Dead these days. The game is becoming a grief zone, you could say. Right, there we go. There it is. Equip the Arabian. Let's get out and let's discuss. So first thing first, why do I like the Arabian? Let's go over that first. Why do I like this little pony right here? So the first things first, it is a good horse. From story, when the game was first released, the Arabian was probably one of the best horses to ever own in story. Obviously alongside the Tuckerman and other horses like that. Obviously, it is a good looking horse. I'm not going to lie. The model is good. I do wish the Arabian was a little bit bigger. In real life they are bigger. But in overall, it does look a good horse. It's a good looking horse. I wouldn't complain about it that way. Now, the pricing of it as well. Now, obviously, you know I'm a Norfolk Roadster fan, but they cost 950 plus 125 horse insurance. So do other big named horses, you know, Tuckermans, your Carrillos, your Corderubas, your Brentons and stuff like that. But the Arabian is the cheapest of the best horses in the game. At this one, you just saw me purchase for $850, and obviously I'll go pay the 125 later on. And obviously there's a Chestnut Arabian, which is $250, sorry. But the stats aren't as good as the white or the black one, and you already know that I feel like you shouldn't buy the black one. It's a waste of your gold. Now, obviously, again, I do like the Arabian for another stat as well. If we go here, we look at speed and acceleration. I do like that. I do love quick horses. Obviously, the Norfolk Roasters are quick, the Carrillos are quick, the Tuckermans are quick. They're horses I generally do like to use because I love running around, getting places quicker, running away from you toxic griefers who want to grief every 24/7. It's beautiful. And obviously, again, I want to say about the way it looks, especially with this mane. I never used to like it as much as I do now, when the wild mane and tail wasn't, you know, as selected item. I do love it now. This looks like a really good looking horse like that. I mean, the black one can be... I've tried it with the same mane, it doesn't really look as good, but this one looks really, really, really good. Now, if we look at the stats real quick, at level 1, of course, you got 5 health, 5 stam, increases to 8 stam, 8 health at level 4. Pretty decent, the same as, you know, your top name horses. Again, your Carrillo has the same sort of stats, your Missouris have the same sort of stats, so overall it matches the bigger, better horses. Now, why do I hate the Arabian? Now, there is a couple of things. Number one is more of a personal reason towards players. The main reason why I hate the Arabian is because every time you come across a player on an Arabian, they are griefers. Now, this isn't against the horse, so this is a point I'm going to quickly skip over. I just feel like every time I come across an Arabian player, they kill you because they know they've got the Arabian, and they're like, oh, look at what I've got, and blah de blah. That's what I feel. So we're going to skip over that. It's mainly a more of opinion on the people who use the horse, not the horse itself. So that really isn't a factor. Another fact, the first proper factor, is that this thing is scared as hell when it comes to creatures. You go up against a wolf, an alligator, even a bear, even a beaver will scare your little Arabian here. It's unreal. And to say the horse is an elite class, it doesn't, for me personally, perform to an elite class. Now, it obviously has elite handling. I don't really see the difference between elite handling and standard. Maybe there's just sharper movements here and there. I don't really tend to see it. But overall, I really don't think the Arabian should have its own class of elite. I think it should be in with the multi-class at minimum. Maybe even race. I'm not sure it should be a superior, actually, is the class of the horse. Elite is what its handling is. So I really don't think it should be in its own class. I think it should be in the class with others, because that's really what it feels like. Another reason why I do not like the Arabian, it just feels like the hitbox on it is broken. Like with a Norfolk Roaster, which is like twice the size of this Arabian, a Norfolk Roaster can get through the gap, a small gap, and this Arabian would, you know, trip over a rock. The Norfolk will get over, and this Arabian would trip. Now you're going to be saying you're comparing it to the Norfolk Roaster a lot. That's the horse I mainly use, so that's the one I know in the ins and outs of. So the Arabian, in terms of practicality, it is not the best. In terms of the better it is for the speed. That's the only reason why the Arabian is good. If I can just demonstrate here, it's a quick and nimble horse. I'm not going to deny it that. But in terms of practicality against gunfire, against animals, against legendaries, against mountains, terrain, this horse seems to fail massively, and I don't seem to know why. Now, you're probably going to see there's a lot of negativity against the Arabian. You said a couple of good things, and then all of a sudden it's gone negative. Now, I do want to love the Arabian, I really do. I really want to love the horse, but there's so many factors for me that are against the Arabian that I just don't tend to like. Now, obviously, I'm going to treat Casper here the same respect as I give the other horses in the stable. Not as much as Lenny and Crumpet and stuff like that, but he is going to get the respect he deserves. Now, in terms of using him, I will get him to level 4, but then after that, I think I'm just going to leave him in the stable, bring him out from time to time. But in overall opinion, I do not like the Arabian. The horse just doesn't fit my playstyle. The amount of negative encounters and negative experiences I've had with the Arabian has pushed me further and further away from the positive camp of Arabian to the negative. But I really want to know your guys' opinion on this. Please leave in the comments down below. What do you think of the Arabian? Is it your favourite horse? Is it the horse you just can't stand? Do you own one? Do you wish the Arabian was just better? But that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed. As I normally say, please subscribe, like, or leave a dislike. Leave a comment down below, obviously leaving your thoughts and opinions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. See you later.